This week is Banned Books Week. As an avid reader and published writer, this is a very important celebration to me. But what is Banned Books Week? According to bannedbooksweek.com, it's about celebrating the freedom to read from September 30th to October 6th. What does it mean to ban or challenge books? According to the American Library Association, or ALA, a challenge is an attempt to remove or restrict materials based on objections of a person or a group. A banning is the removal of those materials. Challenges do not simply involve a person expressing a point of view. Rather, they are an attempt to remove material from a curriculum or library, thereby restricting the access of others. As such, they are a threat to freedom of speech and choice. The ALA also states, a challenge is defined as a formal written complaint filed with the library or school requesting that materials be removed because of content or appropriateness. In many countries, books are banned for containing any number of potentially objectionable content or viewpoints, and even in the United States of America, books are still being banned. Even though we value freedom of speech and freedom of the press. In the United States, though, this is mainly a small-scale problem happening in individual schools and libraries, but it's a problem nonetheless. Some examples of banned books in other countries include Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, which used to be banned in the province of Hunan, China, for its portrayal of anthropomorphized animals as acting on the same level of complexity as humans, according to the New York Times. Animal Farm by George Orwell, which, according to bannedbooks.org.uk, Allied forces in the 1940s found critical of the USSR and therefore considered too controversial to print during wartime. A play of Animal Farm was banned in Kenya in 1991 for its criticism of corrupt leaders. And in 2002, it was banned in schools in the United Arab Emirates. The Bible is banned in many countries, including North Korea and Eritrea, according to the Huffington Post and the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. Here in the United States, most people who challenge books and try to have them banned are parents, as measured by the American Library Association. And the most common reasons for challenging books are because it is sexually explicit, because it contains offensive language, and because it is unsuited to the age group for which it is written. Let me give you an example of why a book might be challenged or even banned, and why it shouldn't be. The Harry Potter series of books by J.K. Rowling was on the American Library Association's list of most frequently challenged books in 2001. It was number 1 on the list. Those who challenged the series had their reasons, though. Let me elucidate. The series was challenged for allegedly being anti-family, containing the occult or Satanism, having a religious viewpoint, and containing violence. The Harry Potter series stayed at number 1 on the 2002 list of frequently challenged books, and was number 2 on the 2003 list. I don't believe that the Harry Potter books should be banned. The themes of good triumphing over evil, love, and standing up for what's right are integral parts of the story. Many morals and deep topics can be found in the story, yet it's still entertaining and at times hilarious. if this book series did not contain the qualities it was challenged for, it would lose a lot of substance. And if this series was banned altogether, it would be at the cost of a good story. I've also learned a lot from this series. The magic spells have led me to research word origins. Magical creatures have shown me mythology, and aspects of the plot have brought me to research real-life historical events. In fact, there's so much to learn from this series that I've taken a class on it, where I learned about story arcs and types of plots and other elements of writing. If I had been unable to read this book series, I'm not sure I'd be a part of the writing world today. Other banned and challenged books have just as much value. I can only tell you specifically what's good about books that I've actually read, but I do know that every book has something to say. If you disagree with a message in a book, is that enough reason to take it off library shelves, or even to try? If I disagree with a message in a book, I tell people, but they're still able to read the book and decide for themselves. So, this banned books week, read a banned book, discuss it with other people, and decide for yourself what you think of it.